10 people who were addicted to bodybuilding. We're going to share 10 bodybuilders who some point in their life was addicted to steroids. Number 10. Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Dean Coleman, 49 years old, is an American professional bodybuilder who holds 8 straight wins as Mr. Olympia. Alongside his Mr. Olympia titles, Coleman holds the record for most wins as an IFBB professional with 26. He broke the previous record held by Vince Taylor at 22 wins in Moscow on November 5, 2004. Of course, this rock-hard body was not carved alone. Due to the use of exogenous testosterone during preparation for competitions, Coleman has suffered gynecomastia, or the development of breast, better known as bitch tits, also a back injury that he's battling till this day. Ronnie Coleman is considered as one of, if not the greatest bodybuilders of all time. But after 4 spinal surgeries and a double hip replacement, was it all worth it? Number 9. Andres Munzer. Andres Munzer was an Austrian professional bodybuilder who was renowned for his extremely low body fat level. Munzer was an admirer of fellow Austrian bodybuilder Arnold Schwarzenegger, whom he attempted to imitate. While competing, he used a variety of bodybuilding drugs such as anabolic steroids, diuretics, growth hormone, and insulin, including large amounts of potassium-sparing diuretics to get the job done in the most effective manner possible. However, as it is often the case, if you pay the price, you must accept the consequences. So it was with Andres. After several days of enduring intense stomach pains following his final contest, the 1996 San Jose Invitational, Andres was finally admitted to the hospital in March 1996. Doctors decided to operate to stop bleeding from his stomach, but shortly afterwards, his liver and then kidneys failed. His condition by this point was too severe for a blood transfusion, and he died on the morning of March 14, 1996 at the age of 31. Number 8. Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler boasts a 58-inch chest, 22.5-inch arms, and a 19.5-inch neck and an off-season weight of 310 pounds. The bodybuilding Cutler has faced years of suspension surrounding heavy steroid abuse, based on a positive test for banned diuretics at the 2001 Mr. Olympia competition that was later overturned. His steroid cycle reportedly includes large quantities of HGH, Anadrol, and Decaderbolin, making his physique anything but natural. Number 7. Greg Kovacs. Normally humans simply don't weigh 400 pounds in the off-season. Greg Kovacs weighed as high as 420 pounds, primarily because of his 25-inch arms, a 70-inch chest, and colossal 35-inch leg. All as part of his 6'4" frame. Those measurements would take their toll on Kovacs, who died of heart failure in late 2013. Just a few weeks shy of his 45th birthday, prior to his death, his life had taken a dark turn. Having been charged with extortion of a nutrition supplement store owner in 2010. We do think there is a link between AAS and GH on damaging the heart. Too many bodybuilders, powerlifters, strongmen, steroid users are dying for it to be a coincidence. Number 6. Dennis James. When he was at his peak rippled physique, Dennis the Menace James was 260 pounds of bulging biceps, tree trunk legs, and impossibly broad shoulders and chest, while the 5'8" German is still unquestionably large. A 2004 arrest in Thailand for possession of human growth hormone and 18 tablets of ecstasy highlight that it was merely more than dumbbells that were contributing to his form. The fact that James never finished better than 4th at the Mr. Olympia competition, he has announced he intends to retire in 2017, indicates the International Federation of Bodybuilding's gradual de-emphasis of jacked-up muscleheads. Number 5. Noah Steere. A bodybuilding environment brings a whole different kind of normal, but even among bodybuilders, Noah Steere is considered the biggest. Steere doesn't merely boast a frightening chiseled frame, but his rippling muscles lie across a 6'6" body, making him stand out even at bodybuilding events and expos. Steere is known as Bigfoot on the circuit, both for his massive 350-pound body and an elusiveness that makes a rare sight at bodybuilding events these days. Another clear indication, steroid use, is Steere's head, which is comparably small atop his broad-shouldered frame. Number 4. Branch Warren. When you start dealing with massive professional bodybuilders like Branch Warren, you start to hear discussion of their steroid use. In most cases, Warren's alleged steroid cycle includes a high intake of dianabol, a preferred steroid to add quick bulk and size, and sustain, which is a common testosterone base. No matter how hard you work out, possessing 30-inch thighs and a 58-inch chest, as Warren does, simply is not natural. Number 3. Greg Valentino. Greg Valentino is in the Guinness Book of World Records as the man with the biggest biceps in the world. His arms have a circumference of 28 inches. Greg Valentino followed a 28-year bodybuilding regime without relying on performance-enhancing drugs, but this didn't set the record. This came after a further 2 years of intensive training and anabolic steroids to pump his muscles to these extremes. Anabolic steroids would be his road to fame and ultimately to infamy. Number 2. Candice Armstrong. Candice Armstrong, once a pretty blonde, has been left with stubble, broad shoulders, and a 1-inch penis after using steroids in a desperate attempt to improve her shape. The former London barmaid said her nightmare began when she joined a gym to improve her physique. Armstrong, who suffers from body dysmorphia, revealed she would work out 3 hours a day, but was convinced her upper body was too slender. Despite people telling her that she was developing great biceps, it wasn't enough. When a fellow gym fanatic suggested steroids, she went for it, but soon developed an addiction to daily doses of the steroid trenbolone. Number 1. Marcus Rühl. Marcus Rühl, 41, is a German professional bodybuilder. Rühl began training at the age of 18 following a doctor's recommendation after sustaining a knee injury while playing soccer. At 120 pounds, Rühl began training hard 6 days a week until deciding to compete on a professional level 5 years later. Due to this, the pro bodybuilder took a lot of supplements, including insulin and human growth hormone, and became more susceptible to have the famous palumboism gut, or distended stomach. For more videos like these, like, share, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.